Hello and welcome to the Vikings Sports Podcast, technically episode 2. I'm here with Joe Compton. My name's Thomas Kashoni.
And yeah, as he said, I'm Joe Compton.
Episode 1 did not go to plan.
Uh,
Just bad.
just I mean, it was a pretty good episode.
Oh
if you-
yeah,
if you could hear it.
content good, audio quality bad.
So I challenge you to try to listen to it if you can
Yeah, and it was like a month ago.
trudge
so
your way through that.
Stuff's outdated.
Yeah.
But today we're not going to be talking just professional sports. We're going to be talking West sports.
Yeah. So we're finally into that.
Yes, school sports.
Um,
The lower quality version, but the higher quality intensity.
more drama, more
Yep.
intensity, closer to us,
Yep. All right.
and cheaper.
And you are correct, sir.
Definitely
Cheaper.
advantage.
Yes. All right. We're gonna start with the soccer season, boys soccer. Two tough games. Unfortunate that we were matched up against two very solid opponents, right?
Yeah,
Joe?
both the East, Shawnee Mission East and Olathe East. Shawnee Mission East, obviously the favorite to win the Sunflower League, and then Olathe East, just like a good team in their own right.
Yeah. I mean, just yeah. And Joe and I were both at the Shawnee Mission East game, while I was not able to make it to the Olathe East game. From what I saw in the Shawnee Mission East game, it was very close if you don't look at the goals.
Yeah, it was final score was 5-1, but it was
Hey, Joe and I both agree, and I even talked to Coach Sarah Gonzalez, about this, and even she agrees that 5-1 was not a fair score line for that game. Unlucky penalty to start off the game that went to Shawnee Mission East, and once that happened, that was
just
very
kind of
deflating.
broke it open too.
Yeah, and then again, I would say that we had a lot of possession, especially in the midfield in the first half against Shawnee Mission East. Couldn't do much in the attacking third, and that's kind of been the thing. We can't really piece anything together during the in the attacking third. But
I thought our defense was pretty good. It was just
yeah,
once they broke the defense.
yeah. And look, the second goal came late in the first half. It was off of a corner, pretty lucky deflection, and it kind of just slipped through our keeper's hands, which, well,
Just unlucky.
unlucky.
It happened. What are you gonna do
Yeah,
about it now?
you know, and then once it's 2-0 at halftime, you're trying to come back in the game, and that just opens up so many holes for counterattacks. It just it was just not ideal, a not ideal situation. But there was plenty of build on. I thought midfield good, defending good, attacking definitely needs work. It definitely needs some sort of connection. I know Coach is playing a one striker formation right now. He's playing kind of like a 4-1-4-1 with one defensive midfielder, two central midfielders. From what I saw, that's kind of what it looked like. I would think that with the attacking ability that we would need to score, since the two goals we scored 2 goals over 2 games,
Yeah.
one of them being a penalty, kind of lucky.
And then the other one was, it was pretty clean goal, but
Yeah, I mean, still 2 goals in a high school game over 2 games is not.
yeah, if you
Yeah.
if you looked at the percentage of basically shot to goal ratio or attacking chance to goal or even shot ratio, it's pretty
There's a
it's
definite
a
disparity.
big difference.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Plumoff goes to a 4-3-3 or like 4-1-2-1-2, something along those lines, just to get a little bit more attacking options. Yeah, because they need it. Yeah, I don't think, no disrespect to our strikers, but I don't think our strikers are good enough to play alone up top with some, attacking midfielders on the side, attacking wingers. I think they need, a little bit more help, maybe a creative option in the middle to facilitate the offense, run it through. But I do think that there's a lot to build on, and that as the season gets going, they'll be better, and they'll win games.
Yeah, I honestly just think we
It was
we
just
need
a
to hit
yeah.
our stride. We need
Yeah.
like I think one pretty good game, and that'll just like spark it.
Yeah, it was unlucky the teams that we got matched up against, and those were teams that are a lot older, a lot more experienced, and just stronger, bigger. But I do think once we get our stride, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Around 500? I would say around
I
maybe a little
mean,
bit over.
I
Anywhere around the
was
500 area.
yeah, I was just kind of joke about like however many losses we have plus however many games are left, that's how many we're gonna win. But
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that's I mean it's a pipe dream, but like that'd be nice to happen.
Yeah. It would, but I think realistic goals would be around 500.
Yeah, because
But plenty to build on.
realistically, that's just not gonna happen with any team.
Yeah. Unless you're like Coach Gonzalez with like 4 Division 1 players on that team.
Yeah.
Shout out to freshman year, 2015 state champs. All right. Now we're gonna move on to football.
So
Obviously, coming off an 0-8 year was not ideal last year, to say the least.
definitely not. Tomorrow night against Northwest, I think it'll be no disrespect to Northwest, but I don't think I think they're a good team to start with.
Yeah, I think that's a good first game to have. You know, it seems so often that we go up against Free State first game, which is
Yeah.
always tough.
And then we just kind of get killed, and it's really
Yeah.
deflating. We either get killed or we play really well
Yeah.
against them.
Yeah.
Play a
And-
really like close game.
Yeah, and I do think it would be nice to start off with a win because I get the sense that if we don't win a game within our first two,
I think it'll be tough.
I-
Past that.
I think if we don't win one of our first 2 games, I could definitely see us going 0-8 again, which is not good. Obviously, it would not be good to go 0-16 over 2 seasons, but
0-18 if you count playoff games too.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like I think we have a good chance at winning tomorrow. I do think historically Northwest is not a great football program. It's a good thing we're also not starting out against East or something like that.
Yeah.
A solid school.
The better teams of the Sunflower League.
Yeah, better teams. Even the Olathe schools, some of those Olathe schools are pretty good.
Yeah. We'll meet them later in the season.
Yeah, we'll meet them later in the season. We got some coming
Aye.
up against them, but our first 2 games are against Northwest and South, which are 2 winnable games in my
Yeah.
opinion.
And
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, I think if we win those 2 games, we could hit a stride. I think
yeah,
if
we had some
have the
confidence-
confidence and we just kind of have the drive to do it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say we're gonna win like every game because there's teams that are just truly better than us.
Bigger
Will
strong.
beat us no matter what.
Yeah.
But I think we could at least have a winning record.
Yeah. Well, speaking on our personnel on the team, I think we're gonna go down a couple. We got C.J. Callahan, Tim Callahan's son, at quarterback, very capable.
Yes.
It
Very, very strong QB.
Oh my, yeah, and I mean, have you seen him too? He's like 6'2", 6'3",
Just
very big.
very,
I would assume he's got a cannon.
yeah, very talented athlete just all
Yeah,
around.
just in general, that he's just an athlete, right? Look at us, we're just a bunch of goofballs with glasses. He's an athlete. And then new kid, Jameer. What's his last name?
Jameer Simpson,
Jameer Simpson from
Evansville, Indiana,
Indiana.
I believe.
Yeah.
Just
Apparently an even better freak athlete.
yeah.
Senior. Right.
Yeah. I know we're talking about football, but he's ranked 79th in the nation for his class for baseball.
Yeah. Apparently, I've been talking to Will Humphreys about Jameer, and he said that as a defensive back, a cornerback, Will said that Jameer is very tough to guard. Apparently has lightning quick speed, so he'll probably play wide out. Then you got wide receivers. You're looking at Wesley will probably play like a running back, kind of like tailback, and then slot receiver option. Probably have Will out wide again. And then defensive backs, he'll probably have Will playing defensive back. Will Humphreys will be a big player this year.
Pretty like utility.
Great utility
Mostly.
guy. Yeah. Running back, we haven't really talked about running back. It's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
haven't.
tough, but I think we're going to be a pass-heavy team this year.
Yeah.
In previous years, we know Callahan likes to go with a run-heavy offense. 2012, it was what was his name? It was
Brett Sturbach.
yeah, Brett Sturbach
And Andre.
Yeah, and Andre. And then, but last year even Kirby was really good. he's always been a run-first guy, ground and pound, but it will certainly be more of a pass-first offense, I think, or at least a little bit of a hybrid.
Yeah.
Probably something new. Question is if CJ has the time in the pocket that he needs, because
Which is determined by the line.
line. Yeah, that's the
Um,
real question this year is the line. Just like last year, it just seemed like even though Kirby's an incredible running back, he can't escape like 5 guys surrounding him.
Yeah, and it's not that they're like bad players or anything. They're just small.
Yeah.
I mean, we've got a couple pretty big kids that I hope will.
Will help, like Dante.
Yeah, Dante.
Dante Smith Posey, great. He's gonna be a good lineman this year. It's just is if that line can shore up and just like if that line can give us the time to make some plays, I think we've got enough playmakers to win some games,
Yeah.
and I think that's fair. Defense, I'm not too familiar with that, but
I think special teams might be,
yeah,
because I felt like our kick returns were pretty weak last year.
kick returns were weak. Kick defense.
Yeah,
Defense
it
was
just
weak. Everything seemed weak on special
The-
teams, which didn't help.
yeah.
Putting the other team in a good field position never helps, obviously.
Yeah, it really doesn't help your offense when you're shutting up on your own 10 or 15.
Yeah, it's tough. But I do think that we have enough playmakers this year to compete. I don't know how well we're gonna. I don't know what a realistic expectation is until really we see a first game. I think until we see a first game, it'll be tough to see. But I definitely think if we come out and we have a good performance against Northwest, and honestly, if we just have a good performance, a performance to build on, similar to the boys soccer team against Northwest, I think it doesn't even need to be a win. As long as it's not like an annihilation, kind of like how we
Yeah.
started last year.
I
the first
think
day.
I think if it's I think if it's like either close or kind of like a middle game, but not like a heartbreaking close loss,
Yeah.
that I think it'll be good, because I think that it can't be really an extreme one way or another.
Yeah. I don't think we'll be. I definitely think we'll be better this year, if not in wins, at least in margin of victory, because it just seemed like some of those games were just out of hand.
Yeah,
Just
and
like-
I mean some of them I specifically remember the Leavenworth game, and
yeah, when we
might
lost
have
to-
been the Lawrence game too, where we lost close. I think
once we lose close to a
our
team,
losses
yeah.
will be closer that way.
Yeah. I think we only had one or two like real. I would even call them like games. The rest were just kind of like dominating performances.
Yeah.
Essentially. But final notes is we'll be all right this year.
Yeah, we'll update you next week.
Yeah. We'll be back next week. We'll talk about the first game. See what we have to say about the next game coming up.
Speaking of that, I would just like to plug the stream for the football game. My dad runs that, so
Mr.
I'll
Compton.
link the
That'll
channel
be,
in the description. I think it'll be on YouTube Live this
Yeah.
year,
and
so it'll be
we're also gonna put
tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll put the link to this on the ShawneeMissionWest.com, the Epic Online. We'll put that on there. You can also subscribe to us if you just look up Epic Sports Podcast, you'll find us.
Yeah,
You'll also find our great, high-quality first episode, the one that went swimmingly and was absolutely perfect.
yeah.
Go look at that.
If you're just watching it on here, just hit subscribe while you're
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah,
It,
just
it
hit
takes like
subscribe.
2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Makes us feel nice.
Makes us feel nice. We're not YouTube partners yet, so we're not getting any money for you.
I don't even think they are. Enough of that,
All
though.
right.
Let's
All right. No more plugs. All right.
talk about volleyball for
Volleyball.
this year.
Volleyball. Obviously, I would say the biggest thing with volleyball this year, no Hataways. If any of you know who the Hataways are, they're these two twins that have been in the area for a while. Transferred to Florida last year to finish out high school because they're going to go to Florida International
Yeah.
University to play beach volleyball and are on scholarships. So, obviously, that type of loss to your team is
Yeah.
never good.
2 more freak athletes.
Yeah, just and I'd seen them play, and I'd just heard of what they can do, and apparently they were just
Yeah, they're just incredibly capable.
and just natural athletes, more natural athletes, also very smart too, extremely smart. And there seems to be quite a bit of seniors, but
We
it's
have 5.
5 seniors: Rachel Berkeley, Megan Julian, Caitlin Braxdale, and Nadia Laird, and Jillian O'Brien are the seniors. Um, and again, no disrespect to those 5, but I don't know the level that at which they play.
Yeah.
Because we had last year we had like players like Marin Burkhardt.
Who are going on to
Yeah.
play
And Riley
college.
I believe Riley Barnum.
Barnum did too.
Barnum.
I think Marin's playing D1.
Yeah, Marin, I think
It's
Colorado
in
State.
NCAA.
I think it's Colorado State or something like that.
Take a quick look real quick.
Yeah. And I know Barnum.
Barnum at least went somewhere. I don't
I want to
specifically
say
know.
JUCO. I want to say
Yeah.
JUCO.
That might.
But they played their first game, and
Look up Max Preps.
yeah. So yeah, they played their first
Colorado
game.
Colorado Springs. It's
Yeah, Colorado Springs.
I know they just played Washburn, I think. So
Anyway, she's. Marin last year was a fantastic player, and we had definitely.
it's a hard loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
To lose
yeah, players,
four incredibly
talented and
Yeah.
capable players.
yeah. And again, no disrespect to the
5
seniors this
yeah,
year, but
They're just. It just doesn't seem like it's as there as much as it was like last
yeah,
year.
because
Just that loss of players is never. It always hurts. But we're hopeful that they can pull something.
yeah,
Out.
they lost last night
Last night was a loss, but
against Olathe North, I believe.
yeah. But we'll track them. We'll keep on covering as long throughout the season. We'll talk about it more. We can now move on to cross country,
Yeah.
my sport.
This is not a conflict of interest, I promise.
Not a conflict of interest. It's all right. We're running a podcast about a West sports thing, and we go to West. I think we're already in the conflict of interest area right now.
Yeah.
But
There'll be more of that during bowling season. Just wait.
shout out to bowling.
Go to state.
Hashtag road to state. So cross country, my 4th year running, still on the borderline JV. I never said I was a fast cross country runner. I run at the same shape. But we do have 4 very fast runners this year that are doing boys varsity. They go Logan Cleanley, senior, Connor Austin, senior, Grant Kemmerer, senior, and then Ben Croker is a junior.
Yeah.
And they all run very fast 5Ks. 5Ks that only I could ever imagine of running.
Fast boys.
They are very fast boys. And time trials were last Saturday, so those 4 guys kind of like stood out from the rest. And if you don't know how cross country scoring works, it's lowest score wins, and the top 5 people on your team score. It's kind of like if you get first place, that's 1 point, second place 2 points, et cetera, and you're going for the lowest score. So cross country runs on Saturday at Johnson County Community College in the Greg Wilson Classic. We are not going to have a full team running varsity, even though we have enough people to run. We don't, we're just going to try and see who's going to fill out the rest of the varsity team. So those 4 guys that I mentioned earlier will be running varsity, but just to, try and improve their time, stuff like that. Excuse me. And then junior varsity will be, it'll be like essentially the first 3 guys that finish for JV this week will run varsity next week. So you're looking at guys like Kyle Zapolnik and Baby Barnum, Ryan Barnum. Shout out to Mr. Ryan. And then you got some other guys, Lucas. I can't remember his last name. I'm sorry, Lucas, if you watch this. Don't blame me. I can't remember your last name. But those guys will.
Isaac
Yeah. Reyes, yeah. So you got some guys.
Big Isaac fan.
Yeah. Shout out Polar Relapse. And then, so I think that our senior boys will definitely be good. I would be disappointed if we didn't go to state this year, because we made it to state last year with essentially the same crew as juniors. So we're looking to go to state just so that we're just hoping to be faster than last year.
Yeah. How did you guys finish at state?
I can't remember. I wasn't there.
We went.
Well,
That's the important
yeah,
part.
we went to state, which is a very big thing. You have to place top 3 in regionals as a team to go to state, and that's a big deal
That's a big deal in any sport too.
in any sport.
Because
Going to state in any sport is it's a very big deal.
yeah, especially as a team in a
Yeah.
solo sport.
In a solo sport like that, that means you've got a collection of good runners,
Yeah,
right?
like just like to plug bowling for just a second. We are very capable this year. And I do believe we can go to state as a team.
All right, Joe.
We almost had it last year.
Winter.
Not gonna choke this year.
Winter.
All right,
Joe. Winter,
that
Joe.
that was the end of my spiel.
Winter Joe. It will be your time soon. Girls, is not as good, unfortunately. We are.
Few
It's 4 sophomore.
pretty heavy losses, right?
Yeah, Dara Williams,
Darren
and
Lindsay.
Rowett,
Yeah.
both runners, both fantastic runners, both track stars also.
State champions.
Yes, state champions, 4x800 state champions. So definitely some losses. It's 4 sophomore girls right now. Erin Bender, Ella Barth, Emma Vielhauer, and Amelia Hart. Those are 4 girl varsity runners, which means throughout the season we probably won't have a full team, and I don't expect us to go to state. But you just gotta remember these kids they're sophomores, and they're good and they're fast for their age. They ran varsity last year, which was impressive for them as
They went
freshmen.
state that
They
year.
were contributors in a state. They won a meet in St. Louis. They will be good come their junior and senior year. They'll continue to grow, get longer strides, bulk up a little bit, and they will be very fast junior and senior runners.
Yeah.
And no disrespect to those 4 girls that I just mentioned because they're good friends of mine. And
Yeah.
yeah. And they will be good. They will definitely be good throughout their career. They will improve, and they're all very dedicated. So they'll be very good.
But there's others, correct?
Yeah. But those are the 4 fastest girls.
So they're gonna be the 4.
They're
to
gonna be
run.
the 4. Yeah.
Any up and comers you think might?
There's a freshman named Jaden. He's running with JV. He's got shin splints right now though, so he'll be good to come junior and senior year. That's about all I've got for cross country. Boys team's looking good. Future of the girls team is very strong, I believe. So I think that's all I've got for cross country.
Yep.
Shout out to cross country though.
Yeah.
Great sport.
Go Thomas.
Yeah, great sport. Keeps you in shape. I'm not very fast. Joe, do you want to talk about tennis?
I don't know a lot. We went 9-3 quad. Let's just call it a quad.
A quad meet, I think, is what he's trying to say.
A square.
It's just a square.
Quadrangular square. What's the difference? They're the same thing. But they won. They went 9-3 at a quad. I believe it was at Olathe West, but it was with Olathe schools. I'm pretty sure. They had a match last night against Olathe East.
Which got rained out by
yeah.
that minor hurricane that we experienced. in
Yeah,
Kansas yesterday.
I believe singles was postponed and doubles was canceled.
Doubles
or-
were doubles
Yeah,
canceled.
okay.
Singles postponed. But I think tennis has quite a bit of good.
Tennis has another capable team.
Yeah, capable of doing some good stuff as a
Yeah.
team. Let's see, like Norweiss, Claire Deathridge, both good seniors. I'm trying to think of some others.
Who do you know who else is playing varsity?
I'm not sure.
Jade Parker.
I think Jade is playing varsity.
Yeah.
I
don't know who else is.
I think Sarah Moore is. But there was a transfer. Apparently there was some. I'm pretty sure there was a transfer that some girl that was pretty good. I can't remember her name. Sorry if you're watching.
We
this.
can
We'll check.
we can get the info from any one of them.
Yeah. But we'll check back on that. Well, it's still early in the season, so we'll talk about it more in depth once the season starts getting into
We have
full
a
swing.
lot of time.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Capable team though.
Capable team.
There's not a team state for tennis, is there? Just basically individual.
I think there is. I think it's. I think it's similar to cross country in that sense.
Yeah, I don't know how it works.
I don't know how it works.
It'd probably be similar to wrestling.
Yeah,
given the tournament format.
I think it's similar to that. Obviously you only got individual champions, but I think that's That's about all we have for tennis. They'll be good, and definitely worth watching because they're a pretty funny group of girls.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's gonna conclude our coverage
Of the high school.
of the high schools. Yeah, that's about it.
Talk about the schedule for next week.
Oh yeah.
The end of this week and upcoming.
Yeah, so Thursday night, 7 o'clock, football varsity game, at Shawnee Mission South. It's against Northwest. Is it a home game? Do you remember? I think it is.
Yes, it is a home
It's
game.
definitely a home game. Yes.
Because I will be there. Shout out band.
Yes. Shout out band.
Shout out drumline
Shout out
specifically.
Shout out Drumline.
Smooch to all my
Drummer
boys,
Your
especially
drummer boys.
Curtis Kyson, Mason Armand. Brennan, you get the fattest smooch.
Shout out to the Nordic Nasties, who
Yeah.
will definitely be in full effect tomorrow night.
Yes.
I expect to see everyone there. I'm talking freshmen, sophomores, and juniors and seniors. Well, you already know the seniors will be there.
Yeah. Just
Senior boys will be there.
just remember the rules. Freshmen, scoot back.
Yeah, scoot to the back. And when we
Seniors.
tell you to go back, go back. A couple extra rows, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And 3 chants.
Yeah.
They will. Chant leader will say it once, then we say it twice. Just please don't be that freshman.
Don't
Or
don't be that.
don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Or that girl. We
Yeah.
don't discriminate.
Hashtag feminism.
Also Thursday night, which is tomorrow, a girls varsity triangular, so a triangle.
Versus.
It's at Blue Valley West. It just says
It says
on the
versus,
schedule. It just says versus Blue Valley West at Blue Valley West.
So.
So that's about as much info as we have there.
Yeah. Let's see. Saturday cross country JV football game. Cross country's at JUCO. Football's at Shawnee Mission West. If you want to go there, it's at 9 a.m. So good luck trying to wake yourself up for that.
Yeah.
Tuesday we got a girls varsity golf tournament
Yeah.
versus Shawnee Mission East. JV did win their tournament
Yes.
last week.
With let's just talk about them for just like a minute or something.
Yeah. They won their match against. They played scramble.
Yeah, I think it was against maybe the other Shawnee Mission schools.
One
like
of the
6 holes.
6 holes.
Talked to Clumpy. He says capable team.
Capable team.
A few girls that played on that JV will play. I know at least one that will play varsity.
Yeah. And
That's
you know,
just kind of a step above the rest.
Yeah.
So
and it's just great to see those girls playing.
Yeah.
Playing what is a great sport. All right.
playing a lifetime sport.
A lifetime sport, a sport that they will enjoy for the rest of their lives, a sport that is just fantastic to watch. Yes, golf is fun to watch. Hashtag Tiger's gonna win another major. Don't worry about it. He'll be back.
We'll speak on that in another.
We'll speak about that
episode,
on another
but
episode. Once the Masters rolls around, we'll talk about that.
If they can also use that for business deals, because if there's no Chili's, there's always the golf course.
All right. Moving on. We got Tuesday. Also another girls varsity tennis match.
Versus Shawnee Mission East.
We can't say the explicit.
Yeah. we don't talk
we got
poop on
nothing
the other
against
schools.
these. We got
Yeah.
nothing against.
But if their girls tennis team is as good as their boys team, that'll be a tough
game.
match.
Yeah, because those country club sports, you already know.
The boys match, the boys team though is just insane. Like
Just
number 2 in the state.
Yeah. Well,
Shout out number 1. Shout out NamFam. You
Nam
still owe me cookies.
Yep.
Don't forget
Otis
that.
Fun Flyers. All right. Then Tuesday we also got another volleyball game, varsity and JV against Shawnee Mission East at East.
It is a triangular though, so I imagine there will be
Yes.
another one. And then soccer starts a varsity tournament that night
At
versus Olathe South at Blue Valley
Valley.
District. I believe it's
BVDAC or something like that.
hosted at.
Whoops. Well,
Yep.
Well,
So
we can
movie
try.
recording has been stopped. Just letting you know. So it's just gonna be like a black screen for now.
we can cut it. Do you want to just re-hit the record button?
Yeah.
We can
So
cut
we'll
all
be
this out.
back in a couple seconds. It might
Yeah.
just be audio.
All right.
So we're back after
We should apologize for that.
our long delay. Your second delay.
Yeah, it should be like half a second. But we were in a good transition point anyway, so it was planned, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Completely. All right.
Camera.
We were gonna have some Chiefs stuff, but
We're gonna move that
we're
to
gonna
next
wait.
week. So
some college football. We don't know jack about college football.
we do. Okay. I like to think I know a decent
Yeah.
amount. Thomas.
No, I don't
Yeah.
watch college football. I'm a KU fan, as you can tell,
Yeah.
but that's a KU basketball banner. I'm really bad at this.
So yeah, I'll have some college football news probably
Yeah.
starting next week.
We're gonna touch on sporting, which is thankfully in a positive manner. Sporting 6 games. So before this 4-game win streak, where they were completely
When
so they went 6 games winless. Now they're 4 games in a row, 0 goals given up. Joe, how impressive is that?
I'm impressed.
I'm equally impressed, honestly.
I haven't gotten to watch a lot of sporting this year, but
They're definitely
Yeah.
good. This is definitely a team that I can see going pretty far. I mean, it's been the story this last couple of years is like we start off well, we're close to the top the entire year, and then we have a month where we just don't do anything right, and it was still looking like, oh, this is gonna be it again.
we just don't do it. In
yeah,
playoffs.
and then we just and then we lose our home field advantage, and then the first round we just lose because we're on the road, and then we've lost all of our momentum. But we're only 1 point back of first place against FC Dallas, who's a known playoff choker, which is ironic coming from a Sporting KC fan.
But if they do it, we can talk about it.
yeah,
We do it too. We know it.
yeah, and this team. What's great about this team is the defense is just obviously just fantastic. It's just so good. it's like so great knowing that you have maybe the best goalkeeper in the league, in Tim Melia. He very well might be the best goalkeeper in the league. Highest shutout percentage, best save percentage of any goalkeeper, I want to say, in the league. It's great knowing that he's here, and he's here for a long time. So, Sporting, definitely good. I think realistic expectation, I would say Western Conference Finals is a realistic expectation for this team. I mean, we're second right now in the West. I mean, I don't see why we couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Unless we just do another drop-off, but I don't see that happening, considering the fact we've only given up we've given up no goals in the last 4 games.
Yeah, I think if we finish strong, we can carry that in the playoffs. But
yeah, for sure.
if we finish whatever we finish this season with, that's kind of just what I'm expecting to carry through.
Yeah, and I definitely feel like we'll get over the first round hump that we have been plagued by this last couple years. That's good on Sporting, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We were gonna talk Chiefs. Pat Mahomes is the future. We already know that. Offense is scary good. Defense is scary, as in I'm scared of what they're gonna do on offense or on defense. But we'll get to that.
The
another
bad
time.
balance is the good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later. College football.
Already touched on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish up here, but I got a couple shout-outs here. First one goes out to Diana Taurasi, all-time leader in WNBA sports or WNBA basketball, all-time leader in scoring. I was a skeptic of women's basketball for a while. I just didn't think it was that entertaining. And then I saw Diana Taurasi play, and I'm like, this girl, she's a baller. She just hits fadeaway shots. I looked up a highlight video of her, and I was like, okay, this is fun to watch. And they're in the playoffs right now, and Diana Taurasi is on some epic run where she's just mad at everyone. I can see if you see her on TV, she'll just start yelling at people for anything. It seems like it's like that LeBron or Michael mode where they just yell at people or just find a way to get mad, and then they just play great.
Pete Weber.
Pete.
Legend.
Pete.
She's the real deal though.
Yeah, she is. And any skeptic of women's basketball, I know there's been some talks recently just about women's basketball and how they should get paid more, but we're a sports podcast and we just analyze sports.
Yeah, we don't get into the
We don't
political
get
side of
into-
that.
We don't get into that, and Diana Taurasi is the real deal. Yeah, she's fun to watch. And then lastly, after his 16th season in the NBA, Mr. Manu Ginobili retired from the Spurs. Legend to all unathletic white basketball players like myself.
Me too.
Yes, that's us. High five. I just wanted to thank Great. I just wanted to thank Manu for bringing over the Euro step so that I could use it to fake out taller and faster and stronger defenders. I also wanted to thank him because he is a great example of what a team player is, and is just exactly what you want out of a player. Did about as much as he could do in a career. Won a NBA championship, EuroLeague championship, Olympic gold medal, All-Star, first ballot Hall of Famer, coming soon. I think he's done just about anything you could do as a team and as an individual. So, and that just goes to show what type of player he is. So, that was my little tribute to Manu because he's very fun to watch and just very crafty and just kind of the foil to this like Spurs, dynasty where they've had Coach Pop is just this like fundamental military guy, right? Comes from a military background, and Manu is this Argentinian flair guy that like looks like he's traveling half the time, but isn't apparently.
Kind of does whatever.
Yeah, he just kind of does whatever, and that's what Pop says. Just let him be. All right.
There's some exceptions to the fundamental thing.
Yeah, well,
He's one of them.
yeah, he's kind of the exception to everything in the terms of basketball, right?
Yeah.
Well, Joe, you got anything else?
Not really. Just
Show out for the football game tomorrow.
yeah.
I guess it'll be like Thursday by the time you probably see this because it's 10 o'clock on Wednesday, so you're probably not going to stay up and watch another hour of two guys talk for a little bit. So
I think I would.
but I would too. I would also hit the subscribe button if you're on our YouTube channel.
Smash that like button.
Smash it. Smash the like button.
But actual shout outs and plugs. Watch the stream tomorrow night if you can't make the game.
Yep, do that.
Show
Show support. Still wear West stuff tomorrow. It'll be great. Support football. Support sports. Support all the sports too.
Yeah.
Don't just support football.
Don't openly not care either.
Yeah. Don't openly not care. That's good too. If you
don't act like you care, but like don't.
Yeah, if you don't care, just don't care in silence. Don't say like I hate football. I'm an art guy. Like, just shut up.
It's patronizing to the art folk.
Okay, I'm an artist. I like the arts too.
I like him too.
All right. Well,
Fine arts. But other plugs, yeah. smwest.com.
smwest.com. Read the paper when it comes out because we write that. Buy a yearbook.
Play the games page, please.
Play games page. That's my man right there. Anything else? Get involved in winter sports.
Yeah. Bowling.
That'll be coming up soon.
We just had our first meeting
Yeah.
today, but should try out. Common misconception: it is a cut sport.
It is.
On the guy side, it's usually a cut sport.
I
We
learned that
keep
last year.
around.
I learned that last year.
Oof.
Oof. I was not expected to be cut, but
Yeah.
I did.
You just
Apparently
got sick.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. We keep around 13, 14 guys.
But still, go out for it.
Yeah.
It's great.
If you're a girl, it's less likely that you will get cut.
Yeah. But, just go out for sports. I think we need to hurry up.
Yeah. We have about a minute, so.
So, just subscribe, smash the like
Yeah.
button.
Follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter. At
Links
Thomas
in the
Kashoni,
description.
At Thomas Kashoni for Twitter. At
Master Blosif,
Yeah.
SM West Epic, and watch next week.
Watch next week when we come back. We'll talk about
It'll
more.
be
It'll be
worth
better.
your
It'll be
while.
more in depth.
We promise.
Yeah. All right. Later, guys.